What's up, guys? TheDevildogGamer here. We're back some more Escape from Tarkov, and today we're going to be talking about the 45 that is being added in, because I get asked every day how I feel about the 45 coming to Escape from Tarkov, and I'm going to mix my real-life knowledge of the 45 and experience with it with what Tarkov is going to offer. So, the 45 is a fat, slow-moving bullet. Very, very slow. A 230 grain Winchester round only goes 835 feet per second. It's pretty fucking slow. Pretty slow. But on the flip side, you can get a plus P round that can go 1300 feet per second with an amazing fucking 1500 or 587 foot-pounds of force, which is a pretty good and damaging round. But I'm going to say this, there is no armor-piercing 45 ammunition. Now, you can probably go and find some fucked up, company that made a 45 bunny ears, and they did a YouTube video of it penetrating and stuff like that, but I'm going to tell you, that's wrong. That's wrong. It's too big, it's too slow. There is no legit armor-piercing 45 rounds. And this is where it comes to Escape from Tarkov. Everyone's wearing armor. Everyone's wearing armor. Everyone is going to have something that will stop that bullet. And then it becomes an issue of, okay, now you have to put it into the legs or into the face. You need to spread that damage. The 45 is going to have great blunt damage. It should at least have great blunt damage or amazing flesh damage. Probably one of the best flesh damages in the game. But you got to put it somewhere. So this brings into the issue of the UMP-45. Now, first, hold on. The 1911 is going to be great starting game. It's great. When the wipe happens, if they allow the 1911 to be bought right off the bat, it will be the go-to gun starter because of the damage it'll do to people who don't have armor and stuff on when people don't have money for armor. Great at starting. Other than that, mid-wipe, end-wipe, garbage. Let's get to the UMP-45. I love the UMP-45. It is my unicorn gun. I love it so much. We're going to get two versions. We'll get the 9mm version, and we'll get the 45. Both will be absolute dog shit. Why, Devil Dog? Why is the UMP-45 and 9 going to be absolute dog shit? I'll tell you why. Rate of fire, UMP-9, 650 rounds per minute. Rate of fire, UMP-45, 600 rounds per minute. In Tarkov, the high rate of fire, low recoil, and getting rounds on target, spreading the damage as fast as possible is important. You're not doing that with the UMP. Unfortunately, it has a very large recoil, which is kind of stupid because it's plastic. It was made, we can go on to the history of the 45. Why it was made was a very good idea. Execution was pretty terrible. But it's super slow. So if you run into that geared boy who's running a P90, and you got to put, 5 rounds into his feet, and kill him, you're not going to get your rounds on target fast enough. The rate of fire will not allow you to. He's going to murder you. And that's the problem. With the MP5s and the MP9, the rate of fire is good, and you're going to get the rounds on target fast enough. But with the UMP-45, mix it with the recoil and the rate of fire, not really doing much in the say. But this is all riding on if Escape from Tarkov keeps it real, goes the realistic route, which they always say they want. They're realistic. They're stick to 100% realistic. But then they throw that Galtech helmet in there. That's another story for another day. Or if they fudge it a little bit, they might have to fudge it a little bit to keep it competitive. I'm gonna be honest. I have shot the UMP-45 before, and let me tell you, it's a unicorn gun for me to own, but I wouldn't take it into combat. Ain't no way, ain't no how. But one of the cool notes is they seem to be adding the USP series, which is probably going to be in both 9 and 45. And as somebody who owns multiple USPs, I like. Daddy like. If we can get a comped version of it, even better. That leads to the point of pistol customization has been lacking lately. And I'm really hoping we get some good customization to the 1911s and or the USPs. Of course, we're going to get customization to the UMPs because, well, it's just how it is. I mean, it's a UMP. It's going to be customized. This leads into the saving grace of the 45. The Vector is coming. Now, do I agree with it being in the game? Not really, because nobody uses it. I don't know a police department, a military that has bought orders for it. Oh, apparently Thailand and Bangladesh use it. Whoop-de-fucking-do. But nobody's bought it. Nobody's really got to it. The reason I think it's going to be a saving grace. One, it can be a 9mm. So you can get that AP rounds, which are decent. Two, it can be 45. Now, the reason it might be good is because the actual purchasable version of the Vector is at 1,200 rounds per minute. 1,200, double what the UMP-45 is. Double. So for every one bullet that UMP has spit out in full auto, the Vector's done 2. That's important when it comes to shooting vulnerable body parts and spreading damage on something that's not going to be center cavity, being just basically the leg or the arm. You know, go sweep for the legs is majority of it. That's going to be super, super important. Not only that, the way the recoil mechanism works for the Vector, which is why I tell everyone the Vector in semi-auto is useless because it's designed for full auto. If Battlestate does it right, should be a laser rifle. You shouldn't even see anything but a little bit of vibration on your optic. That's it. So you should be able to just keep that red dot on someone's leg, squeeze, and everyone dies. The Vector will be the saving grace, but I feel like it's going to be super, super expensive in Escape from Tarkov, and it might be really awesome. One of the things I would like to see, because H&K did chamber a few weapons, and so did a few 1911s in this caliber, is the 45 Super. Now, the 45 Super is spitting out a 185 grain hollow point at 1,300 feet per second. And its energy is 694 foot-pounds of force. That's actually really good for a 45. That's super, super gnarly. And to give you an idea, the 230 grain 1911 round is only going 356 foot-pounds. And a plus P at 145 grains is doing 1,350 feet per second and 587 foot-pounds. So, the energy carried behind a 45 Super is pretty disgusting. Enough of an energy that if someone were to catch it in the plate, it would do a pretty substantial blunt damage. Not the most amazing blunt damage, but it'll do it. Speaking of that, a 45 in a plate, a sappy, e-sappy, anything like that, you're going to walk it off. It's not going to kill you. I mean, it's going to hurt, but it's not going to kill you. So, taking a Chris Vector and just doing full mag dump into somebody's plate, sorry, they're going to live through that one. It's just how it is. It's a large round. It's not really going that fast. You're putting a lot of it on the plate, but, I mean, dude, like, majority of the armor of this world, unless you buy it from like Wish or anywhere else, will stop a 45. That's how it is. It's a great round, great carry round, great for personal defense, stuff like that. But when it translates into this game and way the meta of this game works and damage and everything like that, the 45 is really, really gonna lack late game. Absolutely lack late game. The Vector might absolutely be, an anomaly to that, But I don't see people just, five-manning dudes with vectors and dropping juice boys all day long. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. I mean, the MP9, similar kind of rate of fire and recoil because it's an MP9. It's a TMP actually, but and that was used for maybe a day or two in a capacity. Now it's just kind of like a little Mimi boy gun. Hopefully, the 1911 is one of the first guns you can get right off the bat, because in the first half of all the wipe, when everyone's running their weird stuff and things like that, it might be a very solid gun to run, just like the M9 was. The last patch, it'll be super solid, should drop people unarmored in the chest, 2-shot, done, stuff like that. But when we start getting into mid and late, we're gonna have some problems. So I'm gonna say start with the 1911, skip the UMP, try the Vector. Might be the way it goes, but I think 45 is gonna be pretty dog shit. Hopefully Tarkov does something wrong, like not wrong, but fudges a stat a little bit, which I hope they don't, because we need to keep the game realistic. If we see a 45 armor-piercing round, I'm literally going to throw my monitor, because there's no such thing. It's just, nope. What armor-piercing 45 rounds that you're gonna see is Bubba made something that he called armor-piercing in his garage, edited a video to make it look like it actually worked, and tried to sell it to the U.S. government. That's the armor-piercing 45s of the world. So hopefully, we get all this stuff, this patch. I'm looking forward to trying the 1911. Seeing some new guns in the game, but overall, I think they're gonna be pretty dog shit. What do you guys think? 45, yay or nay? Let me know in the comments below.